The training hall of the Galactic Military Academy fell silent as Commander Vexthor strode through its crystalline archways. His 4 arms moved with practiced grace, each hand resting near a different weapon holstered across his chitinous torso. At 12 feet tall, he towered over every species present, except for the odd creature from Earth who seemed too absorbed in her combat drills to notice his arrival. Lieutenant Maya Rodriguez, barely 19 standard years old, continued her assault on the training dummy with a ferocity that made several Kthari cadets step back nervously. Her world, Earth, had only joined the Galactic Federation 3 months ago, and already rumors spread like wildfire about the Deathworlders from that gravity-cursed planet. "You," Vexthor's voice boomed across the hall, his translator unit giving his words a mechanical edge. "Human trainee. Your form is disgraceful." Maya paused mid-punch, her chest heaving as she turned to face the massive alien commander. Sweat dripped down her bronze skin, and her dark hair clung to her forehead. She straightened to attention, but her jaw was set in that peculiar way humans had when they disagreed silently. "Sir, I'm following standard combat protocols for." Silence. Vexthor closed the distance in 3 long strides. "Your species may survive in your death trap of a planet, but here, you follow my protocols." Before Maya could respond, 2 of his hands shot out and grabbed her shoulders, lifting her off the ground like she weighed nothing. His intention was simple, to demonstrate proper defensive posture by repositioning her body. It was a teaching method he'd used on thousands of cadets across dozens of species. What Vexthor failed to understand was that grabbing a human, especially one trained in close-quarters combat since childhood, triggered something primal. Maya's body reacted before her mind caught up. Her hand seized his lower right arm while her legs wrapped around his midsection with the crushing force of a 1.2 gravity world predator. She twisted her entire body like a coiled spring releasing, using his own strength and height against him. The commander's mandibles clicked in confusion as his balance shifted. He tried to compensate, but humans possessed something most species lacked, an absurd strength-to-weight ratio forged in Earth's punishing environment. Maya's legs locked tighter, and she threw her weight backward. They went down hard. The impact echoed through the hall like a thunderclap. Vexthor's spine, designed for his home world's gentle 0.6 gravity environment, bent at an angle nature never intended. A sickening crack resonated through his exoskeleton as 3 of his vertebral segments compressed beyond their limit. Maya rolled away immediately, her training kicking in. She dropped into a defensive crouch, breathing hard, her brown eyes wide with horror as she realized what she'd done. "Medic," someone screamed. Vexthor lay motionless, his breathing rapid and shallow. His translator unit sputtered, "Cannot move, lower appendages." The Academy's medical team arrived within seconds, their anti-grav stretcher humming as they carefully loaded the commander. His eyes, all 6 of them, fixed on Maya with something between shock and grudging respect. "Deathworlder," he managed to whisper as they carried him away. "Federation, underestimated, your kind." Maya stood frozen, trembling not from exertion but from the realization of her actions. Around her, cadets from a dozen species stared with newfound wariness. The Vrelian instructor approached cautiously, his voice gentle. "Trainee Rodriguez, report to the commandant's office immediately." As she walked through the parting crowd, whispers followed her in a dozen languages. The story would spread across the Academy by nightfall, then across the Federation within days. A human girl, barely out of training, had incapacitated one of the military's most decorated commanders in less than 10 minutes. Earth's reputation as a death world had just been catastrophically confirmed. And somewhere in the medical wing, as neural reconstructors worked to repair his spine, Commander Vexthor made a mental note: never, ever grab a human without permission again.